An unconfirmed number of people were killed on a Saturday in the Kenya-Ethiopia border area of Turkana County. Heavily armed militia from the Ethiopian Dasane community attacked Turkana fishermen near Lake Turkana and the river, almost spraying bullets randomly. Authorities have not confirmed the exact number of casualties. On Sunday, the National Police Service announced it was investigating the incident, which Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen acknowledged as a problem. Some reports suggest the attack was retaliatory following the shooting of Dasanega fishermen by suspected Turkana bandits earlier that morning near River Omo. The Interior Ministry has urged Kenyans to remain calm as it investigates the deadly attack, cautioning against speculation and sensationalizing the matter.
There are some of our citizens who are yet to be accounted for, and it is a challenge which is cross-border. Tunafanya kazi pamoja na serikali ya Ethiopia. Saa hizi mikutano inaendelea ya kuweza kushawishiana vile ya kusaidiana. Ignore the numbers that are being peddled around because that is not the correct position, and we will be able to share with you as soon as we affirm and reconfirm everything. From time to time there is always conflict, even the challenges we've had around banditry. It happens in the North Rift, but we are fairly contained.
Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has accused President William Ruto of plotting to remove Chief Justice Martha Koome from office. Speaking at a church service in Meru County on Sunday, Gachagua claimed the alleged plan was driven by Koome's strong leadership and her refusal to yield to political pressure. Gachagua vowed to lead a nationwide protest if Koome is removed, warning Ruto not to destroy the leadership of Mount Kenya.
Huyu mama akifukuzwa, nipige filimbi mutoke kwa barabara. Mutatoka hamtatoka? Mutatoka hamtatoka? Ukifukuza Martha Koome, usikanyange hapa Meru. Tunakuambia rais, wewe panga jama, ufukuze Martha Koome, na wewe ukae Nairobi, usikanyange hapa Meru tena. We are not going to sit again as William Ruto destroy the leadership of the Mount Kenya Legion. It's too much. It is too much. It cannot be.
His comments come amid ongoing legal challenges against the judiciary, including a petition filed last month by former Law Society of Kenya President Nelson Havi, seeking the removal of Koome and the Supreme Court bench over alleged misconduct. Gachagua dismissed these efforts as a political scheme and cautioned Ruto against attempting to oust the Chief Justice.
Pearl Newsbeat.
Private hospitals have announced new guidelines for patients as they prepare for a suspension of social health authority services starting today. In a press conference on Sunday, Rural and Urban Private Hospital Association chairperson Brian Leshenga confirmed that a share services will continue for select patients who are already admitted before the suspension. Emergency services at private institutions will also remain unaffected. Leshenga further clarified that from February 25th, the patients seeking share services will be redirected to alternative healthcare options. Patients with the private medical coverage of those willing to pay cash will be treated, and referrals to other institutions can be made if necessary.
Putting the quality of care at risk, and we who have the first duty to care for our patients are no longer able to continue providing care under circumstances that endanger the Kenyan people. Hospitals require resources, they require drugs, they need to pay personnel. NHIF systems were switched off. A lot of hospitals don't have access to their old claims history. We do not know whether those claims can be altered or whether they have been archived safely. So we would like SHA and the ministry to open access to the NHIF portal, allow facilities to download their claims data that is in that portal.
The suspension follows claims by Rufu that the government has not honored its promises, leaving hospitals with the deaths dating back to 2017. Leshenga criticized the government for attempting to resolve the crisis by tapping into Kenyans' share contributions, suggesting that a supplementary budget will not be the best solution.
Pearl Newsbeat.
Pope Francis spent his 10th day in the hospital on Sunday as Catholics worldwide prayed for his recovery, a day after the Vatican warned that his condition was critical. The 88-year-old pontiff is being treated for double pneumonia and suffered a prolonged asthma-like attack on Saturday, requiring blood transfusions due to a low platelet count. Francis, who became head of the Catholic Church in 2013, was initially admitted to the hospital on February 14th for bronchitis, but his condition has worsened. In its evening update on Saturday, the Vatican said that the Pope's condition remains critical and that is not yet out of danger. Well-wishers have been leaving candles outside the Gemelli Hospital, and a special mass was scheduled for Sunday evening in Rome. Prayers and messages of support have flooded in from nearly 1.4 billion Catholics around the world, as well as other Christian denominations and global leaderships.
He has given it all for the gospel. So I'm admiring him also, and we pray for him in this particular moment in which his health is really weak and in danger.
My prayer is that he gets well. With having been a shepherd for all the years, he has a lot for us gain from him.
The voice of the Pope is so important at the moment. The world is full of hatred, and he's a voice of love. He echoes what Christ told us 2,000 years ago. So we need him a lot.
The Pope's prolonged hospitalization has raised widespread concern about his health, prompting speculation about whether he might step down from his position.
Pearl Newsbeat.
And across borders, after weeks of speculation, Sudan's rapid support forces have officially signed a charter in Nairobi to establish a parallel government. The charter signed on Saturday allows the RSF to govern rebel-held areas and advocates for a secular state and a unified national army. The signing was confirmed by signatories Al-Hadi Idris and Ibrahim Al-Migani, with the rebel leader Abdulaziz Al-Hilu, who controls a significant territory in South Kordofan, also present at the ceremony. The charter emphasizes that the RSF's goal is not to divide the country but to unite it and end the ongoing war, which it claims the army-aligned government in Port Sudan has failed to resolve. The decision to host the RSF in Nairobi has drawn criticism from both Sudanese officials and diplomatic policy analysts. Last week, Sudan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs condemned President William Ruto's administration for allegedly hosting the RSF, which is engaged in a conflict with the Sudanese army over control of the country.
Pearl Radio, the home of fresh and classic hits.